Well, it will be a tough game for us. I think same like for Thailand, because the tournament format requires after every 48 hours a top performance, which is difficult to do, particularly with our group. We had 2 days of training before the tournament because the players were involved in the league. Any players I didn't know, so we had to grow during the tournament, which we did quite well. And I hope they have enough gas in the tank to continue how we want to play and how we want to approach the game against Thailand, because Thailand is superior, and I think a long time with my colleague here on the side, so the cohesion and also probably from the physical part and everything, experience far superior. So we still want to look for our chance, because we have also some good quality players in the team, and if everybody's fit, I think we can give them a good fight. For our part, for Laos, not underdog anymore, you said, yeah, I don't know, and obviously I don't care also too much, because my job is to improve the level overall, and the under-19 is just, it came, how can I say, by chance, more or less, because they wanted that I continue also in the younger groups. So I was agreeing to that for this moment. So I have an overview now over the possible candidates for the national team, because that's the main target. And also in the SEA Games, I think we had a good tournament. Even the results were not so good. Here we don't have such a good tournament, but the results are good. So we are not playing actually very good. Just only one half, and then the level drops too dramatically now. But I hope they take the momentum now for tomorrow's match, and particularly Thailand. They like to play Thailand very much. There's a rivalry which is there from ever since. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it's a under-19 tournament, and my main assignment is to improve the national team. But it starts from there, so I think it was good to have all the teams now, more or less. And we hope to do something in the future better even, because the training time has been very limited, and if you see, they play more or less from what they learn on the street, from the street. In Europe, we're looking for these kind of players, so I think with good coaching, and I have now 2 additional staff from Germany, a goalkeeper coach and a fitness coach and assistant coach in general. So we are working on a broader base, and in order to improve the level in general in Laos. And it's necessary, because it's still far compared to Thailand or Indonesia. If I see here, if I drive 5 kilometers, I see 50 pitches. You don't have that in the whole country in Laos, and the facilities, everything is for football. In Laos, it's not like that. So we have to improve on that level very much if we want to really become better. But of course, we are happy for the moment. I think the work has been okay for the first 6 months since I'm with the team, and let's see how we can even develop further.
After the group stage, I saw in the social media, I think Laos is the team with 0 haters here, because many fans in Indonesia support Laos after the situation in semi-final. So how do you think about that situation? Laos is a 0 haters team in this tournament in semi-final. Also, but the coach and in Thailand, how do you see football in Laos grow up, because you're close, Laos and Thailand, and there are one Laos player who play in the Thai League 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. Number 8. So how do you think about the Laos football? They want to grow up, but they don't have to the proper league for the youth. So Thailand is the closest country. So what do you think?
You go first.
Yeah, I think as far as if you want to compare the both countries, it's not even like day and night. It's like the moon and something down there. You know, it's like there's 0, there's nothing, there's not much. So there's some cities where we pick up the boys. Of course, the capital, Vientiane, they play here and there, but you cannot speak of a systematic development of players. As I said before, they are street footballers, which actually is interesting, because yeah, they taught themselves more or less. Yeah, but there's a coaching, a certain kind of coaching, but the coaching I have seen, I cannot say that this is significantly helping players. On the contrary, maybe even better, they don't teach them sometimes. So I don't want to be, how can I say, disrespectful, but this has been my observation so far. So I also don't want to say I'm the superhero, but I think we did a good job with the people in the federation and in the short period, and with the many tournaments we had. We first wanted to change the way how we play, because in the last couple of years they were mainly sitting back only, and I said, if we play like that, I don't need to come there, because that doesn't interest me. If I lose, I can lose, but at least I have my head held high. You know? So in the SEA Games we were running a little bit too naively, pressing to the opponent, so we modified that a little bit, and it worked well so far here. But again, I think the potential is big. We just need the team often. So now I have to see how we can manage that with the federation, with the clubs in Laos. But to compare Thailand and Laos is really like La Liga and maybe the Andorra League. Do you know Andorra? Or San Marino? No? That's close by. Huh?
San Marino a little bit more in the east, but Andorra, yes.
Yeah. So if you want a comparison, it's like this. And from my point of view, coach can say something.
Terima kasih sudah menonton. Silakan subscribe, like, dan jangan lupa komen di bawah ya bola spotter.